Hi everyone, and welcome to 3-Minute Racquet Reviews, where we try and explain how graphite feels interacting with a rubber ball covered in felt in approximately 3 minutes. Today's frame is the Wilson kBlade 98, so let's get right into it. In regards to the ground strokes on this one, I'd rate it as an 8 out of 10. Great directional control on flat shots, a tight string bed with decent access to spin, and a lower launch angle. In general, I felt confident swinging out on both sides and love the sensation of this one. In regards to the Netplay, I'd probably rate that at about a 7 out of 10 coming out of the box. There's nice feel and maneuverability, but you could definitely use some weight in the handle, as the balanced stock is a little bit on the head-heavy side. In regards to serving, I'd rate this one as an 8 out of 10. It's an exceptional performer on flat and slice serves, but below average on the kick serve. There's a lower launch angle, and the tight string bed doesn't really allow for a ton of spin generation. In regards to power, I'd rate this one as a 7 out of 10. Average level of power for a 98 square inch frame. There's no real free power here or forgiveness outside of the sweet spot. In regards to control, I'd give this one an 8.5 out of 10. Terrific degree of control on all shots. Really is the strong suit of this frame. Kind of allows you to put the ball on a dime so long as you're prepared properly and your feet are set. In regards to spin, I'd give this one a 6 out of 10. Mainly due to the lower launch angle and that tight string spacing that I mentioned before. Not the best performer here, but not sure anyone that uses a blade is necessarily looking for a ton of spin, especially in this 18x20 pattern. In regards to stability, I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's quite stable in stock form, but it could use some lead in the upper hoop. Generally quite stable. In regards to comfort, I'd give this one an 8 out of 10. Very plush for a K-Factor racket, which had a stigma for being harsh in various layups, including the 6-1 95 and the Pro Staff 90. In regards to the flex profile, I would classify this one as a lower Yolk flex. Feels very similar to the Pro Tour or the 95 square inch Prestiges of old. Sort of a great snapping sensation into contact. In regards to touch and responsiveness, I'd give this one a 9 out of 10. The string bed is super responsive despite sort of a tight string pattern that sort of inhibits the ability for it to really be powerful outside of the sweet spot. You can really sense where that power starts to drift off. In regards to the next category, we call this one Will It League. It definitely can be used in league settings for a variety of playing styles and levels. Just keep in mind that it's a lower powered option, not necessarily something that's going to provide you with a ton of pop out of the box. And lastly, we'll discuss the cosmetics on this one. kBlade 98 is one of the most beautiful Wilson rackets of all time, in my opinion. Personally, I wish they had done the kBlade 93 mid paint on this one, a little less white, and kind of the more legendary one that we saw paint jobbed for Djokovic.